Hey guys, Minuteman 3P coming back at you. Got another video today of a comparison of Valorant and Rogue Company. I played both of them a little bit. They are pretty similar games. They're both pretty fun games. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I think about them, and then you guys can go ahead and tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. If you like the video, leave a like. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you like it. Let's game. As you can see in this game, just like CS:GO, where you gotta memorize shot patterns and stuff like that, for the recoil control and everything. You do have to like stop walking to really get a good accuracy, especially if you're shooting multiple times in a row, or repeated shooting.
One enemy remaining. Long.
Got him. I'm bad.
Fire needs oxygen.
So as you guys will see in the cast stop, there's many different guns you can purchase. It starts with the starting round just for money. Everybody starts with a free pistol. It doesn't matter if you die or whatnot. You're always gonna have that pistol. It's not a bad pistol. It's, if you want a different one, you can buy a different one. It gives you enough money to pick whatever gun you want pistol-wise in the beginning of the game, or maybe a light shield, or maybe a skill. All of which they are gonna, affect how the game plays a little bit. You can buy a skill instead of, shilling out for a pistol right away to hopefully maybe help your team. You can maybe smoke out an area and make it harder for the other team to, push that, direction in that area or whatever. And, maybe more force them into a different area. And as you see on the screen there's that little gray-black ball thing. That right there is an ultimate ability thing. So you pick those up and it gives you 1 extra point to your ultimate. I do believe you get an ultimate point per round. So every round you're going to gain an ultimate point. You can pick those up. I believe there's a couple of them per game. And I'm not sure what causes it yet, but in the beginning of some matches, sometimes there's an ultimate point where you guys all start. Like I said, I'm not sure what causes that one to be there, why, sometimes there is and isn't there.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left. Spike down A.
I won't be stopped.
Depending on which kind of character you're on, there are some people that are initiators, and they're basically, people that help initiate the fights. Like one of the guys I play, he has a bow, and basically you shoot it and it causes like a little radar area thing for a short while and lets your team know of anybody in that area. So another class is the duelists. The duelists are going to be the best at dueling, basically. And they're not really flankers, but they are really good at just, trying to pick out that 1v1 fights, as said in the name of this duelist. So that's obviously going to be the best choice if you want to go around and do some good damage. And all their abilities and stuff are going to be focused around helping in a duel versus, kind of like the initiators are, like I was saying, people that show areas of the map. And
Spike down
so the next ones are sentinels. The sentinels are kind of like the defenders. They got more
enemy remaining
set on their kit. So they're there to help defend your duelers and stuff like that. Sentinels are also the healers of the team.
30 seconds left.
Get out of my way!
Not so tough.
So as you've seen through most of the gameplay on this, I was playing on a controller. A controller basically, is able to help shut down lanes or kind of push people into the direction you want them to go. So as on my guy, I can launch smoke screens, not quite globally, but a pretty good distance away, so I can kind of make people shy away from those areas, so they can push through my smoke. It's obviously not going to hurt them, but they can't see through the smoke.
Oh man!
Take a risk of somebody camping.
You really have to get those shotguns really close to them.
So that's it for all the classes. So in Valorant, you need 13 wins to win the game. And then it's kind of long
Reloading.
for my standards compared to Rogue Company, which I feel is a much shorter duration for a complete game.
Like, literally right behind
But shorter than CS:GO. And as you guys will see in Valorant, the teams are a 5v5 versus in Rogue Company, it's going to be a 4v4, and you'll see that in a little while when we get into Rogue Company. We're going to go ahead and watch a little bit more of the footage so you guys can see a little bit more of the game, and then we'll jump on the Rogue Company so you guys can see what that game's all about, and then you guys can tell me what you think in the comments below.
Smoke's down.
Help me. All on me.
Molly.
30 seconds left.
Multiple enemies B.
One enemy remaining.
We might win. We don't know. We might lose because of me, because I'm bot at demo. I'm probably
Alright
the
guys,
best.
here we are in Rogue Company. We have 19 characters here. And again, I don't have all of them, so I haven't tried all of them, but from what I can see, most of them are pretty good. Most of them are pretty fun. They all have their own uses, just like in Valorant.
No, I said
My favorite is going to be Dallas so far, what I played. Although Mac
you
looks
go to
really
B?
cool, I kind of want to unlock him.
All enemies have been eliminated. That's one way to
Why do I feel like it turned into not planting
No,
the
I'm
bomb,
not.
just kill?
They're bad.
Now Dallas, he's kind of more of the sniper of the team. He's like a marksman. Both of his rifles are, you know, a very accurate rifle for a longer range.
How do you have?
In this game,
Where did you
as
get
you
that?
will see in the
That-
cash shop here, you don't have any gun. You can't just buy any gun like the other game. They're more a class specific thing. And for me, I prefer, you know, the long range, as you probably saw in Valorant a lot of the time. But Dallas, since that's what he is, that's probably why I like him the most. But he's really good. His lever action does quite a bit of damage. He's able to take on people at quite a bit of range as long as you're a decent shot with him. I don't care for the AK on him too much, but you know, that's personal preference.
We've destroyed the enemy force. Nice work.
Okay, alright. I'm guessing this is gonna be the same thing. Nobody's gonna plant. We're just gonna do each other till we're all dead, right?
Probably so.
Alright, so in Rogue Company, your classes go as the follows. So defenders are the guys who will lock down points with their various tools. It can be, you know, barbed wire, a shield wall, or whatever, you know, they have for in their kit, depending on your character. Like I said, I haven't tried all the characters, so I don't have all the knowledge of the game, but I do have kind of what I've seen and what I've played myself. So the next class is support. Supports are, you know, basically for healing your team, rezzing people.
I didn't steal it.
I know one guy has this little robot thing he sends out and it can
Him
res
inside the
somebody.
building, huh?
It does take a few seconds, so if you are killed during it, you obviously aren't going to get up. And if you get up in the middle of a team fight, then you get kind of screwed over, because that's happened to me many times. So just be careful. You might, just want to choose to bleed out instead of being rezzed.
Destroy the enemy
Oh, I got that guy in the air.
Alright, the next class is going to be Sniper. And as you'll see from the footage on Dallas here, he's one of the snipers. He's, pretty much what a sniper is. Everybody should know what a sniper is. But if not, they're a long-range DPS. They're good at, hitting targets, doing high damage, especially when you can hit the headshots, because that's where, you're going to become most effective. If you can really smack people in the head a lot, then you're going to do some big numbers to them. So another class is Intel. The Intel class don't do quite as much damage as most of the DPS classes, but they do have a lot of utility in their kit for, helping discover, where the enemy team members are, and showing your team, where they're at. You can mark them. And in this game, marks do last a little while, but there is perks to help get around most of the, classes buffs and stuff. The next class on the list is Duelist. Duelist, just like the other game, is the primary DPS of the team. They don't really have any abilities in terms of, support or anything like that, really. It's mostly all focused strictly on DPS. And then the final class is Breachers. The Breachers are the best at breaking through the defenders, stuff. So shield wall, stuff like that. They might have explosives or whatever they have in their kits to help defeat their other people's, walls and barbed wire and whatever they have currently down. They're kind of the opposite of them. So like I was saying in Valorant, you can see that on this game the teams are 4v4, which it does have its benefits and it does have its cons. It does make it harder for, the team to be kind of carried by one person. In the Valorant, to have 5 people, it's just, more overwhelming if one person's carrying, because if everybody else got wiped out, then it's just one extra person to go against everybody. Versus in a 4-player, one person can be really strong and it helps the team a lot more. It's just the way the statistics work. So currently in Rogue Company, there's multiple different modes. They have a new mode called King of the Hill. And basically it's just like any other kind of mode, like Call of Duty would have King of the Hill. And I do believe it's a 6v6. I played it a little bit. It's pretty fun. It gets pretty hectic, just like it would in most games. But yeah, it's, you gain money much faster in that mode. These modes don't gain money quite as fast. Most of your money comes from downing players, and if you're not good at, getting kills, then you're not going to be able to get money, and it's kind of hard to get caught up in this game or be on par with somebody that's carrying. Versus in Valorant, it's a little bit easier, and especially because people can buy guns for you and, help you out if you need it, if they're like carrying and have a lot of money and you have nothing. Yeah, they can be nice and buy you a gun.
There's a guy up top.
And here, I don't think that's an option. So unlike Valorant, where you have, multiple skills that are pretty much all class based, in this game you have one class skill. As you can see on Dallas, I have the little radar skill. The other slot there is for a grenade or flashbang or whichever one you want to buy and carry with you. That's the only skills you have in this game. But still, the skills are, usually quite useful if you know how to use them properly. In my opinion, I think Rogue Company is more about the gunplay than it is skill-based. Valorant does have a lot more, I think, skill to it. It's closer to like CSGO. This one I think is a little more close to a Call of Duty play style, where it's more of a,
Got it?
a shoot 'em. Nobody really seems to want to plant the objectives as much in this game. As far as my experience has been in Valorant,
you got it in time.
Where it's more about objective based.
Good work, man.
And in Rogue Company, as you can see, that it's in third person, which I personally do not like, because I do believe that it gives too much advantage to, whoever has the better advantage point. So a guy that's higher up has a much higher advantage than the guy that's below, because of the third person camera. The way you can see it around and, over objects and stuff is different than it would be in first person. Valorant doesn't have that. And for me, it's a a big deal. I don't.
Affirmative.
It's not that I don't like the third person. I don't mind it, but when it's in a competitive game, it's kind of hard to deal with. If they had an option where it's only first person or only third person, or at least I would like that better. Now, Rogue Company, you only need to win 8 rounds to completely win the game. So it's much shorter than it is in the other game, like I was saying. I think this one goes by much quicker. Another thing to point out, both games do run very well. Both games look really good.
What? It knocked me out of my aim down sight.
In each game, but they both do run really nice. And they're both very fun games. I think that's it for now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let a little more of the video play. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, keep gaming.
Still moving in 10 seconds. Still contested. I'm
Okay, that's that guy.
Oh, this is fierce. Hill moved.
You started a fight, you can't win.
I'm down!
You're fine. Get up.
Waiting system shutdown. I'm in.
You again. I'm on fire.
Come on, get up!
Hill control. Hill moving in 30 seconds.
Where's everybody at?
Out here.
Oh,
Hill moving.
all 3 of them came out at one time.
I'm bleeding out here.
I could have downloaded that.
Hill moved.
Revive me
What do you think you were doing?
Next time, finish the job. I'm bleeding out here. Move here.
Tell me. Stop slacking off.
Back to it. I need help.
I'm down!
Thank you. They should have aimed for my head. Lethal out. I'm bleeding out here. Enemy spotted.
Moving in 30 seconds.
Stand too close.
Hill control.
Not those guys.
They're doing a lot of flanking.
Enemy over there. Back to it.
You scared me. Don't scare me like that.
Beginning system
Hill
shutdown.
moving in 10 seconds.
I'm down!
Ooh. Right here, right here. They're coming around, they're coming around. Right there. I heard one.
Nice. Nice.
Get me up.
Lethal out! Stop being like baby!
Move here. Revive me now. I'm down.
They're coming up from behind.
I'm down.
Mm.
Give me up. Get me up. Next time, finish the job. Here.
Lethal out!
I'm down. Lethal out.
Hill controlled.
Enemy spotted. Utility out.
I'm down!
Hill contested.
Get back to fight.
Enemy spotted! Bueno.
Sudden death. Don't leave the hill.
To the flame.
Enemy spotted.
here.
What did you expect?
I need help.
Kill contested.
I'm down.
Don't stand in the flame.
Give me up.
Kill contested.
Oh,
Kill contested.
Back to fighting. Revive me now.
I could have downloaded that.
Appreciate it.
Kill contested.
I'm up.
Lethal out.
I'm down.
Enemies behind us. Help me.
they gotta chase me all the way around?
Nice.
Okay.
Dummy.
Need help. Utility out.
It's nothing. Get up. Beginning system shutdown. I'm in.
Kill contested.
Lethal out.
Kill contested.
Oh, did you guys trip?
Back in the fight.
I'm down.
You again.
I could have downloaded that.